It's 6:15 a.m. on this Tuesday morning, January 18th, 2022. With the record news of nothing. There's the Peter Channel. Morning news on this Tuesday morning, January 18th, 2022. Good morning, y'all. This lovely Tuesday morning, January 18th, 2022. It is 6:16 a.m. and it's 28 degrees in North Massachusetts. Here are the headlines at 6:16 a.m. Tsunami hit Tonga Island suffered, except the damage more depths spared. Rabbi held hostage by government elites per service at Texas synagogue. Fort vaccine boosts dead bodies, research say, but likely not enough to prevent Omicron breakthrough infections. Michelle Go, woman pushed to her death on New York subway tracks, grew up in the Bay Area. LA crowning logs nearly tenfold increase in coronavirus cases. While Sacramento County COVID-19 hospitalization set a pandemic record. Two earthquakes in remote area of western Afghanistan kill at least 22. U.S. Airlines said further 5G delay needed to avoid flight disruptions this week. Democrats came up short on MLK promise of MLK Day. What's next for the push for a border rights bill? More than 170,000 without power for massive winter storm. 13-year-old boy dies after a presumed fentanyl explosion, as Connecticut school police said. Oil hit 7-year high as feet attacks on UAE rattles regional tensions. Boris Johnson warned about lockdown drinks according to Cummins. COVID-19 vaccination required for racing in France. And several protesters killed in Sudan anti-coup rallies. China and North Korea restarted trade over the railroad crossing for the first time since Pyongyang sealed its borders to protect them against COVID-19 2 years ago, Beijing has confirmed. North Korea says largest launch was a test of tactical guided missiles. Get ready for the possibly a more impactful winter weather. That's the message for Americans living in parts of the eastern United States who just dealt with a major winter storm that dropped more than a foot of snow. First lunar rovers in decades may explore the moon in 2022. Aurora Mayor Richard Irvin joins Illinois gubernatorial race. Fan numbers being limited at Attleboro area school sporting events. North Attleboro reinstates community service for students. Boston, Massachusetts once again considered 8 and 9 bills proposed legislation which has historically divided the state and the country. Man killed in a seatbelt crash. Vaccinations inch up in Attleboro area as cases continue to climb. Veterans group volunteers team up to build rep for disabled Attleboro veteran. BB's for elites team in a new era. Oxmoor Quincy vowed to work together and pledge for affordable housing. FBI widens effort to solve mystery surrounding it's a native's disappearance. Wiggins tucks it out at 201.81 and 35.911.81. SP 5 up 3.82 and 46.62.85 and Nasdaq up 86.94 and 14.93.75. 20 degrees at 6:20 a.m. Nasdaq 100 features double as Treasury yield surged to pre-pandemic levels. Nearly 4,000 Walnut Creek cancer patients may have received incorrect amount of COVID vaccine. New planet as big as Jupiter discovered by citizen scientists. And now, sports time at 6:20 a.m. The Boston Celtics defeat the New Orleans Pelicans 104-92 at the Garden. And last night, the Blazers ice hockey team fell 5-1 to the Midway Mustangs last night at Foxborough. Connor Higney got the lone goal for the Lancers. And tonight, the Lancers girls basketball team will be at the Larac Gymnasium tonight for a date with the Holliston Panthers. Matthew Stafford Rams crushed Cardinals 3-4-11 quarterback's first playoff win. Peter Chetelnusan, 6:21. If you're leaving for work, make sure you have your keys and your badge and your lunch with you. And let's take a look at the traffic and transit check at 6:21 on this Tuesday morning. Beep! On the MBTA, Red Line Express delays up to 10 minutes due to a train with a mechanical problem at Park Street. The train's been taken out of service. And on the Kabiri Rail, Fitchburg train 425 here from Watches Opera 5 minutes past Gibbons Street. And North Station due to freight train traffic and Fitchburg Line train 402, 525 here from Watches Opera 5 minutes past Gibbons between Rochester at the North Station and Providence Line train 800, 4:15 a.m. from Providence Opera 5 minutes past Gibbons between Stern and South Station due to mechanical issue. And the Ferries Day out, looking good. On the north bad side, a little bit slow between 139 and Stone United, Wedgeway, Canton, 7 Expressway, south bad, north bad side, a little bit slow between Quincy United and downtown Boston, Route 1, south bad side, also out of the Chelsea United and Charlestown, Central Western Mass Highways are looking good, 80, Route 384 west bad side, Little Swamp, Route 44 Manchester, Connecticut, 95, south bad side, also between Port down to Fairfield, Route 7 of Beaufort, also Manchester, Vermont. 93, Beaufort, also Lowell, New Hampshire. 89, not bad side, Little Sir, Bear down in Montpelier, Vermont. And 89, not bad side, Little bit so upstate Vermont. 95, stop, not bad side, Little Sir Street, Medway down to Holton, Maine. Little stop go action. Peter Chetelnusan time is 6:23. It is time now for a weather report. Plenty of sunshine, but it will be windy and cold today. Dry and windy weather is in store for the region ahead on Wednesday, but it will be quite a bit milder ahead of a bunch of cold front. In this way, the snow mix overnight. It's a midway Thursday could bring minor snow accumulations to southern New England. And very cold Thursday with some severe wind chills and into southern New England. High pressure will dry weather. Friday and coastal storm may affect southern New England this weekend, but any impacts will depend on the storm track and below normal temperatures continued in early next week. Strong cold effect of this moderation in a much colder air mass back in the region, despite plenty of sunshine that will be developed if indeed T dropping between 14 Celsius and 16 Celsius below the sun. And after the temperatures only recovered a few degrees, high temperature will really be in the upper 20s to 30 across most locations. The modest northwest low level jet sea flaps rate will support northwest wind gusts up 25, 40 miles an hour. Today, wind chill will be in the high single digits and the teens today. Okay, looking at the forecast goes like this. It's going to be partly sunny skies, but sunny skies about 29 degrees. Western about 14, 17 miles an hour, size 34 miles an hour. For tonight, it's going to be mostly cloudy sky with a low around 13 degrees. And northwestern about 6 to 11 miles an hour coming light. Southwest at midnight. For Wednesday, partly sunny skies about 46 degrees. Light south wind coming to south around 13, 18 miles an hour, size 37 miles an hour. For Wednesday, chance of rain between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. Then I check the store after 4 a.m. Mostly clouds about 30 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 9 miles an hour. 22 miles an hour. Just with this 30% and new circulation less than half there is possible for the snow like me before 11 a.m. Then mostly clouds turn to cold weather about 35. Low 9 above and northwest about 5 to 9 miles an hour. Just with 70% new circulation less than 1 inch possible for Friday. Park the south about 22. Low 12 above. North about 7 to 9 miles an hour for Saturday. Jet snow. Park the south about 27 low. 16 degrees and north about 7 miles an hour, just with the 30% for Sunday. Park the south about 35, low 17 degrees. And calming and southwest about 6 miles an hour in the morning. And for Monday, both the south about 28 degrees. Northwest about 6 to 8 miles an hour right now. North and fair 29 degrees. That's going to be for Peter Channel Body News on this January 18th, 2022 on a Tuesday morning. Peter J. Wiggins, you have a good morning, buddy. Good, stay safe, be fine, healthy, be well. Have a good day and a good morning.